Hi, it's Phil, a mortgage professor. Just was out with a customer getting a home inspection. It's a wonderful opportunity to look at what people are buying. Having a qualified person who knows the electrical codes, building standards, and is very observant as to telltale signs for former grow-ops has become quite a occupation. Now, what is this concern about grow-ops? Well, one of the things is that they fooled around with your electrical system for one thing. So having someone that's a certified home inspector who can take a look at that and look for the telltale signs that they're aware of to find evidence that someone has been tampering with the electrical is important. The other thing is that I noticed that the home inspector was actually taking a look in places like closets where they peeled back some of the carpeting to find out if there was any cuts in the flooring within the cupboards. Of course, they did do the standard, let's go up, take a look at that attic space, find out if there's any of those whopping big conduits, silver in color, that carry exhaust out. But the other thing too that I noticed is he was doing some trenching actually around the house. And the evidence in this particular house was that the concrete just below the dirt line was cored. What they had done is they had taken a saw from the interior, cement saw, bored right through the house so that they can tap into electrical. Now, it wasn't visible from the basement, and the reason why it wasn't visible is that they had slapped up some new drywall. However, by doing the exterior just below the parging, that's where the fancy concrete finish is, down to the ground, that's where the evidence was. So getting a good home inspector who's going to look out not only for the interior building codes, moisture content, which may be a sign of a past grow-up, or just poor insulation venting in the home, having a well-qualified home inspector may save you a fortune, because not so many years ago, there was a house, people moved in. The first time there was snow melt, water pooled around the house, and it poured into the house because they had done a patch job in the basement for where they had cored out. Water poured in, lots of damage, and a big mess to clean up. So, moral of the story, when buying a home, get a very well qualified, with references, home inspector. Save your money.